everybody. Happy New Year. I made a couple of promises that I've not been able to keep up on because I have had technical issues with getting my videos to be able to be exported properly into an editing software. So here's a question for you. If you have a good editing software that works well when you record off an iPhone, edit on a PC, sometimes edit on a Mac, that makes it a little easier for you. I have been using Premiere Pro, and if you use Premiere Pro, you might know that it's okay. But I've also tried a couple of others and they don't work really well. So if you have a suggestion, I'm happy and open to that. I'd appreciate it. Leave it in the comments. That'd be great. And I apologize. I'm hiding my finger because I realize I'm missing a nail. But there you go. Human, right? Here I am showing to you that I am really just human and haven't gotten around to fixing it. So anyway, I wanted to share with you because over the last, 12 days, I have really jumped into using my Hobonichi Cousin more actively than I have in the past 3-4 years of using the Cousin. I love it, and I went back to it after trying a couple of others, and again, those planners are fantastic. They just aren't what I wanted, and this one I know works. So here we are. I have opted to not put an external cover on it this time. I usually do, mostly because I'm always really worried about it getting dirty or just spilling something on it. I'm a klutz. There's coffee on one of our doors in our house because of spilling. So I went with the Midori A5 plastic cover and then just stickered this baby up, which was really, really fun. If you are interested in any of these stickers, I will put them in the if the ones that come from shops, I will put in the comments below. This is a Sticker Stirs, and these are Coffee Monsters. And then this is one that I actually just made from Cricut. They're Cricut images. And on the back side, from one of the travel companies I'd like to work with, my of course, dream of Hawaii. I'm always dreaming of Hawaii. And then I had a really great conversation with the folks from Anchorage when I was at a travel conference. So that's where that's come from. And then more here. Oh, this is super cool. And if you are the Coffee Monsters Co., and I believe this is a Facebook group special thing. This is a little pocket you can make by printing it out and then cutting it on your cutting machine or hand cutting it out. And I love it because I can just keep this little bookmark in here, which is from Goulet Pens, which I don't think they send out anymore. I was kind of bummed about that because I've gone through about 3 or 4 of these because I just trashed them. They're really easy to travel with because they're not metal. I do have great rulers from the Coffee Monsters as well that was just part of a pre-order, but they're metal and they fall out and I don't want to lose them, so I use this and it fits right here in this little great pocket. So some more Coffee Monster stuff, and then I was just gonna do a quick walkthrough of what I've been doing because while I want to do a plan with me, it's not time yet, and yet I wanted to share because I'm pretty excited about kind of how I'm doing this. So I've gone through, and these are, again, from the Coffee Monsters VIP group. She does a calendar set every year, and then I just printed it out on sticker paper, cut it with my Cricut. It's not necessary to do in a Hobonichi, but I like it because it just gives me a quick reference, and it's also pleasant to look at. And so much of what we do, right, we want things to be pleasant to look at. Again, Sticker Stirs, more Coffee Monsters, Erin Condren, magnetic. Because the covers often come with, I'm going to show you my weeks. They often come with the ribbon bookmarks. I don't have ribbon bookmarks, so I'm trying to use these magnetic, and they're working really well. So it helps me be able to just flip forward to what I'm looking for. So here's January. I don't remember where I got these monthlies, and then just little things, little stickers, more action in my monthly, more activity actually recorded in my monthly since I really started with Hobonichi. I'm not a huge monthly planner, but I realize I miss things. And so part of this bookmark process is that it reminds me to check back in on my monthlies and then be able to actually plan out further than just the week coming up. So I make some notes here and then I transfer that to my weekly. I haven't done the rest of the month, so they're not very exciting. except for some planning, of course. And I have gone through and put in my Coffee Monsters Co. 2022 holidays, along with the moons that I got from Wilson Wild. I will link these below so that you don't have to try to remember them. And I believe this is a Sunshine Sticker Co. These are from Sunshine Sticker Co. And it's her bullet journal bundle. It's a bargain. It's wonderful. And the quality of the products is fantastic. So, okay, so that's the monthlies, and they all kind of look the same going forward. Switch over here to the weekly. I am trying to use up my washi tape, as most of us may be. I have a number of Coffee Monsters. I have Life Inspired, Planner Kate, Mandolin Plans, Wonton in a Million. So many, so very many that are wonderful, and I love them. And so I'm trying to use them up a little bit more. And as you can see, I use Coffee Monster stickers. There's also some Wonton in a Million stickers in here. I'm working on a book writing project, and that's what these are, with highlighters. I have branched out on my highlighters probably far more than I need to. I don't know if you've seen these, but I also have these. And of course, I have mild liners, which I don't have currently right in front of me. I don't know if you've seen these S-Notes, but they're creative markers from Sharpie. They're kind of like the mild liner, but they have a variety of different colors. They're similar. They're all sort of pastels, and they have some darker ones. And I don't know what it is about them. They're really smooth, and I just really like them. I've also worn out a lot of my mild liners, so that has gotten to be a bit less, they're less fun because as they start to get worn out. And then every once in a while I will, when I'm not sure if the information is going to stick, I will use the Pilot Frictions highlighters, and they come in 5 or 6 colors because I can erase them. For example, I was supposed to work the last 2 days of the winter break right before New Year's because I was going to just take less time off. And then as we got into the week, I decided and checked with my manager and said, is it okay if I don't work those 2 days? And he said, yeah, absolutely. Take the time. So I was able to erase them because I suspected that I was going to do that. So that's part of what I really like about them. I also do use Tombos in here. Usually for things like this, and I'll show you some other things I do with it when I get to the daily pages. And then I use the clean color dots. These were one of the greatest inventions next to mild liners, I think, for the planner world ever. So if you haven't tried them, you just need 1 color, 2 colors, and they make these wonderful dots. You can also write with them. And I haven't really done that. I just am not a color pen writer most of the time. I prefer black or various versions of black. For example, the Energel charcoal black. And I have 4 or 5 of these. Sarasa has a set of the black with other colors mixed into them, and they are stunning. I love them. So those are some of the pens that I've been using. I don't tend to do headers just because I don't know, it gets a little tedious for me. And I also, that's putting stickers in exactly the same space every single week after a while for me is a little too much. For example, I did these on the monthlies, and there's now, of course, this big pile in there. I don't mind it. I just try to vary it up. You'll also notice I tend to vary where my washi tape goes for the same reason, just to try to keep it a little bit more even. There's some Planner Kate in here as well, and some Mandolin Plans, more Wonton in a Million. Anyway, that's that. We've also started tracking the movies we've been watching, which is not something I've done before. Again, this is like a whole new year for me in the sense that I'm doing things I've always wanted to do and other people do on a regular basis in their planners. And I just haven't, like reading lists and movie watching lists I have printed out. They're not in here currently because they're in the planner I tried to start with. The Marvel, the DC, the Star Wars, and the Star Trek movies, because we are definitely sci-fi fans over here, and we keep wanting to watch Marvel in what order, and it's really large. It's a large list, so we've done that there. Again, same sort of thing. This was a really kind of quiet week in the sense that there's not a lot of extra activity going on this week, but I still have put in my writing time down here, and my checklist of things I need to do. And then when I was in a car accident last week, and I'm fine, and my car is gonna get fixed. It was not my fault. He tried to turn left through me when I was in the lane next to him, and we needed to get some rapid COVID tests as just because my husband was helping my stepdaughter out with a non-emergency procedure today at a medical facility, so he had to make sure he was good. And that was, oh my God, getting a COVID test, it was a nightmare. So thank goodness for my friend who had a set that we could buy from her to make that a little easier. So I highlight my day here. This is my work day, and then I also add in my meetings, and then some people are, why do you use stickers? It makes me smile. It really does. And I'm a huge fan of the sticker companies that I use, and I will link them down below, and there are so many out there. And if there's others that when you see what I'm doing here that you're like, oh, I think you'd really like, please share them with me. I love supporting our small business owners, our people that are doing this most because they love it, because they have a passion for it, and they're able to make it work. And I'm just super excited about it because I've tried and I can't get consistent with it. So there's a couple of things in my shop. Those movie lists I mentioned are in my Etsy shop, which I will link down below. They're digital downloads. So anyway, that's that. And then we have a holiday on Monday, and that's really as far as I've gotten for next week. But this is kind of what I wanted to share with you more so than anything else. I've decided to do a photo a day, not making a big deal out of it, because that's when I tend to fall off the bandwagon, usually about 7 days in. So these are from Sunshine Sticker. They were I think they were last month's. I actually glued them on, but then it didn't work real well, so I added some washi tape. And as you can see, this is this one, the Sharpie here. My word of the year, something that was given to me actually by a friend of mine in a oracle card draw, and then came up 2 more times, including receiving this in the mail randomly. So it sort of spoke to me that was going to be my word for 22. But I also may do a word a month because the overall year can get a little overwhelming. Goals, but photo a day. I got a new photo printer. I had been using a zinc HP Sprocket. And while it's great, I am a photographer, first of all, and I'm trained in photography and photo retouching and all of that. And the photos just don't meet up to my standards with the zinc. They're just kind of dull. They work for a lot of things, and I used it for 4 or 5 years before I finally said, no, I want something different. So I got the Polaroid. Hang on one second. I got this, and I believe it is called the High Print. It is not a zinc printer, it's a sublimation printer. So it actually does 3 passes for the colors and then seals it all, and you get beautiful photos like this that actually really are true to color for what you see on the phone. And I've been doing that now because I didn't use my daily pages before. So I've been doing that now every day. I've also taken an inspiration from all of my people that I follow with Plan With Me's that do more on their daily pages where they actually get real specific about their tasks for the day. And granted, we're 12 days in, and I already feel like I've accomplished more this year than I did last year entirely. Probably an exaggeration. I would be not surprised if that was an exaggeration, but there you have it. And so there's the car. You can't really see it in this photo, but this front section looks like I'm going to say it, a hell beast was trying to break out of my car by peeling it back like you would a can top that has the little tab on it. It's just peeled back about 3 inches, and it's really bizarre. I walked away with no injuries. I was able to drive the car home. The person's insurance is covering it and taking care of everything, so it's all good. But it was more than I wanted on January 3rd. really much more. And I was coming home from a chiropractic appointment, which is what the irony is of it. So she and I are gonna have a talk about that. So that's it. And then I've been doing a little bit of journaling. I don't do much. Try to write about the photo if I can. Again, add my things. And also, this is to use up my washi tape collection, because I have, probably like you, I have a lot. And I love all of it. And I am trying to get out of the precious fades. Some of them I do like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to get it again because it was a one-time thing. There will be more. And I have to remind myself of that all of the time. There will be more. And it'll be just as cool as the roll you just used up. So I'm trying to use it more, and this is how I'm going to do that, is because 365 days of dailies could add up to a fair amount of washi tape over the time. And again, I'm also going to try to not take pictures of my cats every day and use that as my photo, because it's very tempting because they're adorable, as you can see. I was doing a training and he was hanging out with me. And then this guy came and joined me the next day. So that's kind of what I'm doing, trying to also get a little bit more varied in how I use my washi tape. And then these are either Tombos or Sharpies, and sometimes they are mild liners. Okay, I've done a few different types, mostly the background sort of thing, but then I did an outline somewhere. Oh, I didn't do it all over here. You know, color coding. It's really kind of fun to play with color a little bit. There's an outline one. Tried the best to accent this. There's a little bit of orange there. So I am trying to do, you know, color themes. Pictures of projects, which it's funny. I've been a planner since I was in high school, probably. And making lists and making to-do lists. And then I would do this. And I would put it away. And then I'd look at it next week or next month or next whenever. And it really wasn't effective. So I'm just kind of hoping that this is going to be something to sustain. And even if I miss a day, I'm not worried about that. But I certainly have enjoyed sort of taking a look back at my day at the end of the day, printing my photo, putting it up on Instagram. Well, actually reverse that, putting it up on Instagram and then printing my photo. As you can see, that some of these have the captions on them, so that I can just sort of have a look back, take a moment to breathe and reflect. And it seems to be working pretty well so far. Now, we'll see what the rest of January and February brings as things start to get a little bit busier in the spring for me. But I like what this is doing for me. So I just really wanted to share it with you. I don't know why. I think because we are a community and I enjoy watching your videos. I enjoy watching the videos from my favorite shops and my favorite speakers. And I just sort of took this opportunity to say, I'm going to step up my game in the community and share more going forward, because I feel that I get so much from all of you that I want to give back. And I hope this is of value, and that if you do like it, please feel free to subscribe. I can't promise weekly, but I will do my best to try weekly. I am also going to do a little notebook challenge from Sarah Cannon and Heart Breathings. I'm getting in a couple more things from Erin Condren, probably in about 2 weeks. I'm going to shift stuff up. I've been using Silk and Sonder as a monthly self-care journaling type of thing, reflecting on the month before. This one we reflected on 2021. And I really like it a lot. And I want to just try something else to see, now that I've started this practice, that if I can maintain it somewhere else too. This is a wonderful product. If you're interested in it, again, I'll link it below. It is a monthly, and I do 3-month subscriptions. And then I just sort of, I'm not great at it because I have a number of other things that I'm tracking, but I do my best. This was probably the best week to show you. Did meal planning. It turned out almost like that. It was really close. What I wanted to accomplish this week and tracking stuff, and then thoughts about how I want to approach each day and things like that. And then, as you can see, nothing in the week's planning. And then this week was pretty slim. We had a big wedding on Sunday, and I kind of got behind on all my planning, so it's funny that I'm doing this week when I was the least prepared since the beginning of the year. Granted, it's been, 3 weeks, but... So anyway, it goes on. There are journaling pages. There's a coloring page. This month, there was a word search. There's an expense tracker. And blank pages. Exercises, vision board, coloring page. I think I will pull this out and actually do a vision board in here. As I am looking forward to the spring with the pandemic. I'm a director for our local community college, and we are supposed to be in person with live audiences. And now we've just been pushed back 2 weeks to online teaching for the first 2 weeks, and I don't know how that's going to change things. So I might do a vision of how I see my semester going in order to help put some karma out there into the universe. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. What have you been up to? I would love to see it. Share a link. I am on Instagram under Ink and Pen Adventures, I believe just like the YouTube channel, and on Facebook at Ink and Pen. I'd love to see what you're doing. Love to share things with you. So thanks for watching, and ignore, again, the nail. Sorry about that. But I really appreciate you. So have a great day, and we will chat soon.